Hello and welcome back to my channel. This is Caitlin from Caitlin Plans, and today I'm going to be planning for Wednesday, April 19th in my daily plum paper planner. I just wanted to show you what I made yesterday and I guess the day before. In honor of my new sticker release on Monday, I decided to decorate with some stickers from that release. These ones are called Dance in the Rain and they are available on my Etsy shop. I paired them with some fun washi tapes. It's just a nice rainy day spread. It wasn't raining, but it was snowing, so I figured, any kind of precipitation will warrant some stickers like this. But this is what I have for the past 2 days, and now we're going to flip over into Wednesday and Thursday. So this Saturday the 22nd, is Record Shop Day, which is essentially record stores, physical record stores, get copies of exclusive records that are not sold online. The premise being that you go shop small on Saturday the 22nd. So there's a limited edition Taylor Swift vinyl that is coming to record stores that day that I am really hoping to get. My friend and I are going to be camping out in the morning, starting at 6 in the morning to go hopefully get that record. There's a lot of different titles that are being offered, but we want the Taylor Swift one. So that's on Saturday. I wanted to do a record shop theme in my daily planner, but I didn't want to wait until that day to do it so that I would have this video to post. So I'm going to decorate for Record Shop Day on Wednesday, Thursday, and I probably will decorate Friday, Saturday as well, but the video is going to be for these ones. So I have some fun Record Shop Day stickers to plan with today. They're not for Record Shop Day, but I feel like they will match the theme. Let me show you. This one from According to Allie is called Music Fanatic. I got this as a member of her affiliate program for being one of her top affiliates for the month. You can use my code Caitlin10, that's my affiliate code. Caitlin10 will save you 10% off at According to Allie. It helps out the channel at no cost to you. It's a little bit of financial kickback for me. But Music Fanatic was gifted to me and I didn't know what I was going to use it for, but now it makes perfect sense that it will be for this spread. All sorts of different musical elements here. We've got the records and the record player, but also cassettes and headphones and a guitar and a mic. All sorts of fun stuff. The other stickers I was thinking I was going to use for this spread, and then I realized recently that I only had 2 sheets of them. This was my original plan, was to use these ones from Jojo'S Pretty Paper Shop. They came in a set that was themed around all sorts of different small shops. There was a book shop and a plant shop and that kind of thing. These are the 2 in that set for the record shop. So I wanted to combine these with According to Allie. I feel like they'll mix and match well. Plus, on Jojo's sheet, we have the actual record shop, which I really wanted to get in this spread. So we've got those. I grabbed these red lyrics dolls. They're called Black and White Fashion number 2. I liked this girl in the gingham pants. I thought she might fit well into this spread. I pulled a little bit of a scrapbook paper scrap that I just kind of had sitting on the couch that I have in my office. I'm like, okay, it's fun. It matches the kind of yellowy green tones in the center of those records. It kind of matches up with the record player. So maybe we'll use a little bit of scrapbook paper in here. And then finally, I grabbed this black and white grid washi that I've had in my stash for a very long time. I got this one off of Amazon, and I just recently found it again. It was hiding in the back of a drawer. So let's get it on the pages. I'm going to go ahead and pop Wednesday off the disc. We're going to be planning for Wednesday today, and then we will get started. And whatever doesn't get used in this spread will get used on on Thursday. I'm taking my scrapbook paper as a starting ground and I'm just going to rip a little corner piece of this. I don't remember what I used this particular sheet for. I think it was a junk journal spread, but I just am left with this tiny section of it. So it's nice for something like this where I don't need to cover a lot of ground. I think it would be a little bit too small to use in my catch-all or my social media or something like that. I don't often use scrapbook paper in my daily just because it's a daily. I try not to put too much time into this, because you flip the pages every 2 days. But some days it needs a little extra something. So we have to decide. I think the way this is going to work out is the sticker doll is going to be on one side and the record shop is going to be on the other side, so that the 2 biggest elements are kind of split equally between the spread. Maybe I should just decorate for Thursday too. Let me grab Thursday. Here we go. Okay, so now that we have this, we can cut up the scrapbook paper a little bit more. I'm gonna cut to make this a perfect square again. And then I'm just gonna trim the excess off of this because it has a little bit of the white border from being pulled out of the paper pad. This is one of the Maggie Holmes ones that come on like the 6x8 paper pads. We're gonna cover this in some Tombow adhesive. And I think for this one, we're gonna go into the scheduling section. I don't often do this, but it feels right for this spread. And more scrapbook paper will come, but for now, this is what we've got. I'm gonna start with the record shop from Jojo's Pretty Paper Crafts, and I will link everything down below as best I can. So I was thinking this would go right over here, layered on top of the scrapbook paper. So cute. And then I'll put some music notes or something around it. We have ones from Jojo and we have one from Allie. And I want to mix and match these like sheets as much as possible. So we'll kind of combine things throughout the course of this video just to get the two aesthetics kind of melded together. They're not too stark of a contrast, but they do have their own distinct styles. So I want to make sure that they like really mix and match and they're not just like Allie on one page, Jojo on the other. It's a spread. Oh, I also forgot that I had washi tape, so maybe we should put some of that in here. I'm going to go over a little bit of the building and just layer it like this instead of trying to peel that up and put it underneath. I didn't cover up too much detail, so I think that looks good. I'm grabbing the Mojo Jojo Plans Black Boxes and More book to do my functional elements. So I'm going to start with Wednesday, and then we'll get to Thursday when I get over to that page a little bit more, but for now I'm going to start on Wednesday. Grabbing one of these because I have Pure Bar tonight. We can layer it with like a record or something. There's just going to be stickers everywhere throughout the course of this video. I'm sorry. A lot of different like small sheets of things. So I could do that. And then I could take like Jojo's and we could do that. And I want to put this here, but I also have some errands I need to run today. And it's also my dad's birthday. So I'm going to take a few of these little like longer stickers that I will typically use for headers. And those are going to be things to just label errands with. So one's going to be my dad's birthday. I have to put gas in my car. I have to go to Whole Foods and return an Amazon package. And then I have Pure Bar tonight. So kind of packed day. It's just like an errands-based day. I don't know if I like the way this is laid out though. So maybe I'll put the 3 smaller boxes just kind of stacked over here. I'm trying to figure out where this one is going to go, and I'm like, okay, maybe it could go here, but that just seems a little odd. Maybe I just need to reconfigure this entire section. So for some reason, the stickers are being extra sticky today, and they're like tearing the pages, which they don't normally do that, but I'm also getting ink smudging from the back side of the page, or the other spread on my hands, which should be dry by now, and I don't know why it's not. So I think there's got to be something going on with the humidity today. Anyway, we're going to refigure this one out. I'm starting with just one record on the page. It's not wanting to come up, so we're going to live with that. Do all the errands kind of like that, even though they're uneven. Good enough. And then I'll put this other one like layered underneath this box. And then this one will go like over here. It's not the best work, but I think it'll have to be fine. So I'm going to leave that at that. Maybe we could layer on like a cassette or something like that, or even these little headphones could be fun. Let's do that. I'm going to take some more of the washi tape and just go across the top of the to-do list section with it. And we'll put something up there. I don't know if I want to go with records or a record player, a little guitar maybe. I feel like I want to stick with like the record shop theme for the most part because that's kind of what the spread is about. I just don't know if this is going to be too huge to put layered up there. I could divide it between the two pages and just have it go onto the Thursday one a little bit, and then that would kind of solve my problem. Because there's not much I can do with that area of like punches. So if I just put the record player kind of partially between the two pages, focusing mainly on Wednesday, that should work. So this is kind of where we're at with Wednesday right now. I'm going to go ahead and fill Wednesday in, and then we'll focus on the decorating for Thursday, just so this gets set up how I'd like it to be. So I have my Paper Mate Flare pen in a medium point, and then my Zig Clean Color Dot marker in gray. And I'm going to start by giving some section headers to the priorities section and also the to-do list. I don't know if I want to section off this just yet. I want to get my to-do list in place before I decide. I should take some header stickers though and title those. These ones are also from According to Allie. I'm going to take priority for the priorities section. And they're kind of delicate, so I probably shouldn't be yanking them off the page like that, but it survived, so all good. And then I'm going to take to do. Well, the sheet's called to do, but I'm taking today off of the to do sheet. And we're going to put that on this one, and I'm going to center it. Even though I cut off this like mild lighter swatch or Zig Clean Color Dot swatch right before the record player so it wouldn't overlap weird. But I centered it. Now it's time to fill stuff in. For priorities today, I'm going to look back to yesterday. I finished up all of my priorities for yesterday, so it's time to set some new goals for today. And it's pretty much going to be the same thing, but just doing it all over again. So yesterday was packing Etsy orders and going to the post office and stuff like that. Today's goals are going to be packing Etsy orders, going to the post office, and my credit card needs to be paid off. So that's the third one for today. I'm going to add in some bullet points using the marker. They're just going to match the headers. And now it's time to fill in my scheduling section. So we've got my 3 errands, which I guess post office could also be an errand. It doesn't need its own box. It's just going to be like a priority thing. That one's also a little bit more wishy-washy because I could go to the post office today or I could go tomorrow. It's not too pressing because I'm ahead of the time on orders right now. But the other things kind of need to be done today. That's like, it's my one day of the week that those errands need to be done. So I'm going to fill those in, my dad's birthday, the 2 errands, and then the Pure Barre class that I'm taking tonight. Now that that's all set up, I'm going to move over to the checklist section of the daily. So I'm starting with yesterday's to-do list and just kind of moving over the things that didn't get done. The errands, I put them over here, so I don't need to move those to the next list. There's a bookshelf I've been meaning to build that's still in the box. It's like a bookshelf that's going to hold all my headbands, just like random kind of stuff. So the checklist is going to get moved over to today. All that stuff that didn't get done yesterday is just getting migrated. That's the list from yesterday all moved over, and then there's going to be some more stuff that needs to get added in here because the list never ends. It's just kind of an accumulation of things that come up in my life. And I like to think of it as a to-do list menu rather than like this all needs to get done today. So I make my selections of things that need to be done today or that are more pressing on Wednesday, and then whatever doesn't get done gets just bumped to Thursday. It's just nice rollover. That's the thing I like about this daily is that the checklist is really long, so I can just kind of brain dump and then just move things over as I see fit. So that was yesterday's list, and now I'm going to add on some additional things that I would like to get done today, or like things that have come up in the last 24 hours since I made my last daily page. List is all set up. It's just a lot of stuff to do around the apartment today, just general housekeeping stuff. So hopefully I can get some of that done when I'm done with this video. I'm probably just going to make lunch and just focus on dealing with stuff in the kitchen, doing some dusting, all those sorts of fun things. And now I want to add in an extra section for things that I'm going to post on my social media today. I just don't know where to like place it, because this isn't a straight line over here, so I'm gonna have to do some weird like writing around it. But I was thinking I could just like put the header right here all the way across, and then I'll just indent when I start writing down in this section. So for that, I'm grabbing the YouTube sticker sheet. There's post stickers on both of them. That's why I like to use them here in the daily, because I just have so many of them. So nice little header for that, and I'm going to write in the things that I want to post on my social media today. Didn't end up posting anything yesterday, so I'm just going to roll over what I had written down over here. So today is going to be a YouTube flip through of my daily planner from March. I think this video is going to go live on like Saturday on record shop day, because that makes sense to me. But that's kind of what Wednesday is looking like in the daily, like all filled out. I'll probably end up using this space if extra things come up today that need to get done, that just need to get like marked down. But for the most part, this is kind of what my daily turns out looking like, different sections and just lists. I'm going to move over to Thursday and we will just finish decorating this one. My Thursday schedule is a little bit more packed, so I'm going to need a lot more boxes for this one. So I work in the morning, and then I'm going to a museum exhibit with my boyfriend, and then we have dinner plans, and then we have a talk from an author that we'd like to go to about the museum exhibit, but the museum closes before the talk, so we weren't able to see the exhibit like right before the talk, so we're gonna like have to see that in the afternoon and then come back, if that makes any sense. I'm just gonna grab some randomly sized boxes because I'm not entirely sure what the schedule is gonna like look like once I get it written in, how much writing room I'm gonna need. So I grabbed these boxes and let's figure this out. I want to layer in some of the records like I did on the other side, but I know that turned out a little wonky. So I don't know if I should pre-place them, or I don't know. We're just gonna keep going. So we got work, and then the museum, and then dinner, and then the author talk. So this is kind of what I like envisioned it working out like, but we need some more decorative stickers in there because that just looks a little sad. I'll take this one from Jojo's Pretty Paper Shop, the one that matches the scrapbook paper, and we can put that over there. Or should that be where my sticker doll goes, or should we skip the sticker doll altogether because that's going to get a little hectic? Maybe we just skip the sticker doll altogether, and I could put like a record player over here. Since Thursday is so packed scheduling wise, I'm probably not going to need to make a whole bunch of different sections for this daily because there's not going to be a lot of time to do the things that are on the daily if I, have all these plans. I'm going to put this one over here, and there's some quotes over on the According to Allie sheet. So we've got Just Keep Singing and Feel the Beat. I'm going to put Just Keep Singing because I think it's going to work best in this space. I forgot the washi tape again, so let's peel this record back and I'll put some washi tape underneath it. No wonder this got forgotten in the back of a drawer. I can't even remember to use it when it's right here on the table. I'm just going to slide a little bit of this underneath that record and then put that back on top. I think that looks pretty good. We'll find some other spots in the spread to place the washi tape to. I think I'll just do the same thing that I did on Wednesday with a little touch of it up at the top of the to-do list. That's one of my favorite places to put washi tape in these spreads. It's just like a nice expanse of space. I wanted to do the speakers maybe up there, but they're a little bulky for that area, but also they're so cute. Would it make sense to just like have one of them, or even if they, even if they get cut off the edge of the page a little bit, they're still gonna be, well, we can't put a to-do list header up there, but we're just going to assume Thursday's checklist is going to be shorter and use most of that space for decorative stuff. So let's cut this off the side of the page. You can still tell that they're speakers even without that little like piece of the side of it. And then I'll take the According to Allie Feel the Beat quote, and that'll live up there. We can use the rest of our music notes up in this spread. So I'll layer some on top of the scrapbook paper. I can cluster them in with like the speakers. We've got one more over here. And now all that's left on this sheet are cassettes, a little radio, a guitar, and a microphone, which I think we're fine without those in this spread because we're going for record shop day. Then we have one more record from JoJo and then Jojo's music notes. Should I add in more music notes? I don't know, but I do want to put this record in here somewhere. Could like layer them together like this. In an ideal world, I'd have it where it says just keep singing, and then I could like put the quote maybe on top of the records. We're figuring it out as we go along. And I can also hold on to those JoJo's Pretty Paper Shop music notes for when I plan for like tomorrow and Saturday. Let's put just keep singing right on top of those records that I've kind of clustered together. That looks good. And then I'm just going to add in a pop of the washi tape to kind of bring a third point of it to this page down here in the corner. I'm not going to cluster it with anything, but I think it'll kind of help space the washi tape out a bit. So we've got 1, 2, 3, and then there's only 2 touches of it on the other side. So then we have a total of 5. Nice odd number with that. I'm going to put these stickers off to the side because I think we are done with all of the decorative stuff. But before I call this done, I think it's time to add in the headers on this one. So I'm going to add one to priorities and one to to-do list. And I put it right up against the edge of those speakers just so I would have the most space that I could possibly have on the to-do list, minus the decorative section. And I'm not going to add in like a second section for posts or anything like that until I get to planning for Thursday, because if I end up having a lot of stuff that needs to go on my to-do list, that'll probably take priority there. So there's some flexibility, and I normally set these up day by day, so that's why I don't typically section them out ahead of time. But I do know we're going to have a section for priorities, and we're going to have a section for today. That's just how it is every day. Everything else is just kind of based on the needs of that day. This is looking pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and re-hole punch these because this record player is covering up the punches. In an ideal world, I'd have a little bit more of the scrapbook paper, but I don't think I want to sacrifice much of my functional space for that. So I think I'm going to call this done and just pop it back on the discs. So here it is, my record shop day daily spread. I think this is so fun. I love the way that Allie's stickers work with JoJo's Pretty Paper Shop stickers. I will link their stuff down below as best I can. I'm looking at the sticker doll and I'm like, oh, she could go right over here on this washi tape, but I just don't know. I think it would be kind of overkill at this point. And I like the way that it's just all of the record stuff. So I'm going to keep it like this, and then I'll fill out Thursday tomorrow as I need to, and continue working through Wednesday as the day progresses, because, you know, things get added onto the list, things get checked off, that kind of thing. When I finish the video, it's not like the end of the spread, because I'm actively like working in my daily to make sure that things get done. But this is the nice basis for planning stuff out, and I just think it's so cute. Wish me the best of luck as I camp out at like 6 in the morning to try to get this Taylor Swift record. Fingers crossed. They said that they had a bunch of them. The shop that we're going to said that they were getting a bunch of them in, so our chances are good. But they also said that they're going to have like 2 lines set up, one for people who are just there for the Taylor Swift one, and then one for everybody else. So I don't know. If they're anticipating a whole Taylor Swift line, then there's probably going to be a lot of people there. But maybe I'll make some new friends. And even if I don't get the record, maybe I'll make some new friends who like live around here who like Taylor Swift. But this is what I've got for my record shop day daily spread. If you like this video, hit that like button down below. You can also subscribe to my channel for more fun plan-related content, and follow me over on Instagram at Caitlin Plans, where I share after the pen photos, as well as photos of spreads that did not get videos. Thanks for watching, and happy planning.